Hey, welcome back. This is week 19. I'm outside enjoying North Van's wonderful view. I'll let you know what we've been up to this week and how our progress is.
This week, we bumped into a wall. We're going to explain what that was, why that's a good thing actually, and how we're going to go forward.
Let's go on with the video.
Wow, this is really bright. Hi, today is August 5th. We are in week 19. We are 135 days since we started this startup. Today I'm going to explain what wall we hit, why that's a good thing, and how we're going to go forward. So before we go on to the video, if you're new to this video, please subscribe. We post these videos every week. So if you are a startup founder or you're interested in starting a startup, I think this is interesting. You will understand what the day-to-day is of a startup. So please subscribe, please give a thumbs up. And okay, let's go on with the video. To explain for those who are new to this video, my name is Hiroki Kudo. I take videos every week, and this is the 19th video I've been creating. We are documenting the process of our startup. We want to record our process so that we can share how it is, the daily struggles of startups for the knowledge of the public, but also so that we can reflect upon ourselves. A little bit of our journey. We originally started as a startup focusing on solving a problem of entry-level jobs. So people who are fresh to the workforce and restaurants, warehouses who need labor force. But because there's so much competition and also the willingness to pay for businesses was relatively low, we decided it was difficult. Since then, we've rerouted to focus on professionals, specifically in healthcare. So we've been doing a lot of interviews with nurses since there's a high demand for nurses and there's not enough nurses in Canada and also in the US. And a great shout out for those people who are healthcare professions doing their excellent professional work, trying to help people. We want to help them have a better situation because we found out that the two most issues they had was that burnout and not enough staffing. So we were trying to figure out if we can solve that. There are already job boards out there that help nurses find jobs. Especially in Canada, there's provincial boards and pretty much everybody goes there. In US, because there's more private practice, there's other private services out there that provide such a function. So we thought, okay, what can we do within this area to help the nurses? We thought of a model of income sharing.
For some nurses, they want to get more training to advance nursing, becoming an RN, registered nurse, or even a BSN, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, to get more income.
For some nurses, paying that tuition is difficult because of their income. So we're thinking, okay, maybe we can have a income sharing agreement saying that we'll pay for the tuition, but we'll get a percentage of your income going forward once you have that increase in your salary, in your income. This model works well and is seen often in tech area. So if you go into boot camp to get trained to become an engineer, there's a lot of programs, ISAs, income sharing agreements, that help people who want to be engineers. So we're looking in trainings for advanced certificates for nurses. We're excited that there will be fully online courses, 100% online courses for advanced programs in the United States. So we thought, okay, maybe partnering them and having a ISA program ready for those nurses so that they can get their advanced training to increase their salary would work. There was a lot of hopefulness in our research. Then the wall. So Ted did some number crunching. He went into researching what the average income for nurses in Canada was. Also, he did research around how much tuition fee it would cost to get the advanced training. And then he did some research for typical ISA, for typical income sharing agreements, what is the cut of the income? In building that model, it seemed that it would be very difficult for this model to hold. Either we would have to get a significant cut in the income from the nurses, which I don't think the nurses would agree on, or we would have to prolong the term of getting the percentage from the nurses. So either way, I don't think the nurses would be happy with that. So financially, it seemed that the model was difficult to hold. So that was the slap in the face reality that we got this week during the discussion, finally, that we had all together, all four of us, April, Josh, and Ted. During the meeting, we started to explore other professions outside the health industry. Are there any other engineers outside of IT engineers that would, if going through the program, can increase your income significantly enough that we can build an ISA model? So we went into BCIT. There was a lot of data around like how much, a lot of courses, and also there was data around how much income they would expect getting out of the program. So we're going to do some number crunching, see if there's any profession that this sort of model will hold. Also going down the route of thinking of, okay, getting training and increasing your income. There's a lot of, outside of IT engineers, there's a lot of specific skills you would need, specifically for companies. Let's say if you have an IT company, you would need people who do marketing. And there'll be a marketing routine in the company. So let's say a person went through a specific training for that company and did well as a result, there'll be a higher possibility that person would be a good match to recruit. So I'm thinking that there might be a need for companies to create a specific training program for them. So we'll see if there's any sort of service already existing in the world, and if there's a advantage for us to enter into such a market. So this week, unfortunately, we hit a wall. We're back to like day zero, sort of like we have to figure out what we're going to do from here. So confidence level wise, like 30-40% last week, we've dropped to 10%. We're back to scratch. We need to figure out what we're going to do going forward. The happy thing about this, although we're disappointed that we hit a wall, is that getting to know that this isn't possible early in the project is good. Let's say we were excited about this ISA model. We start talking and partnering up with financial services. We set up our website. We try to attract nurses. Let's say we go through all that for like a year or so and then find out that, hey, it's not going to work. We would have lost a lot of time working on that. So it's good that Ted did the number crunching. Thanks, Ted. And that was great, bringing us to reality. So hitting a wall early in the project is good. It's disappointing, but it's just something that you have to go through. So that's it for this week. Thank you for watching this video to the very end. We want more input. If there's anything that you know that we don't know, we'd be happy to hear you. If you have any comments, suggestions, any resource that you have, any links or any articles that you know about, please write it in the comment section. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for all your likes. Thank you for all your subscriptions. Again, if you're new to this video, please subscribe. Please give a like. That's very encouraging. And we'll keep posting these videos. So if you're a startup or you want to be a startup, I think this is something interesting that you might want to follow. So if that's the case, please subscribe and we will continue this journey. So see you next week. Bye.